my job is supposed to be to teach the kids something. I don't know what I'm doing there. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but there, no. I mean, I don't even know why they have an English program to begin with, because it's not respected. I mean, and summing it up in a nutshell, that's basically it. No, you won't be respected there. I don't know if it's simply because I'm black. I doubt it, because it's beyond that. Like, you got to be there to feel it. It's beyond my skin color. It's like a hate for everything I stand for, like my country, my race, my ideals, just everything. It's just hated here, and they don't see it. So, when you try to communicate with them and explain to them why you're feeling this way, or why you're angry, or why you don't want to say anything or do anything, they don't understand. So then they say, well, you're not communicating with us. Of course I'm not, because there is no communication. I speak, you don't understand. As they've told people, they don't understand when I speak, which, listen, I'm not Winston Churchill or, Shakespeare, but my English is fine. I mean, I speak American English just fine. Of course, when I'm speaking with my friends, I speak slang and maybe whatever. But it's just too much. Like, it's to the point now where I really don't care. Like, I don't care. I couldn't care less about them, about their life, about their education. And that's bad, because since I was 15 years old, I've been into the education field. Like, I've always wanted to teach and help people learn. It's not so much the teaching part, but the helping part. And, I've thrown parties for them, thrown their first prom. I've bent over backwards for them. And I can't even get a little respect. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and this has been going on for 3 years. This is not the first year. This is not the second year. This is the third year. So, at first I felt guilty because I really don't care. And then I would go to the school on the days when I was feeling guilty, and I would like overcompensate for the guilt that I felt. So like I would, really be like, come on guys, you can do it. Like, push, do your work, do your assignments, like, and I just overdo it because I knew how guilty I felt about just not caring, because they're so disrespectful. Like, I on the top of my list. Forget love, forget peace, respects, because you can't have peace and love if you have no respects for somebody. It's not going to happen. Like, it's not about liking people, it's about respecting people. And that's what I keep trying to tell them and everybody else I come into contact with. I couldn't care less if you don't like me. It's not important. I have the group of people in my life that keeps me sane, and that keeps me supported, and that keeps me well. I don't need anybody else in my life. I mean, if you want to come and join our group, that's fine, but it's not necessary. So I couldn't care less if you don't like me. But the respect thing, that really pushes my buttons. And I feel like I give everybody respect. I couldn't care if you're 1 or 111. You deserve respect if you give respect. It's as simple as that. If you're a kid, you can get my respect. If you're an adult, you can get my respect. Black, get my respect. White, get my respect. I couldn't care less who you are, what you look like. As long as you respect me, I'm going to respect you. But here, they don't have to respect people. I mean, they knew I was coming, right? Because I came here, the first time I ever came to this city or town, village, was in June of the year I came here in 2010. And So they had time to tell people that I was on my way. And the reason why I'm making that an issue is because, okay, I understand you've never had a teacher of color before. I get it. You had a year to get over that. This is into my third year. And I've been called nigger at least twice in class. And my daughter has been called nigger twice. No one's done anything about it. I went to the teacher, one of the teachers, she's an English teacher also, but she's Hungarian, but she teaches English grammar. And she told me that the kids don't have to know about nigger and like the history behind the word. Do y'all live on another planet? Because last time I checked, we were all on planet Earth. I know what about the Holocaust. Okay, I know about the fact that Greeks actually were slaves also. All right, I know a lot about history. I'm not Greek. I'm not Jewish. All right. I know about Garibaldi and the Italians. Okay, I'm not Italian. I love them fools, but I'm not Italian. Okay, it's not about not having to know. It's your world. It's history, period. It's everybody's history. It's not just, okay, so what happened to the Africans and they came over from Africa and they went to the various countries and were slaves. So it's only the responsibility of the Africans. No, it's the responsibility of everybody. Because when a Jewish person comes up to me and they let me know, well, my grandfather went through this and so now I'm struggling and I'm, pushing and pushing and pushing, to fight the racism, I know exactly what they're talking about. I'm gonna be like, well, you're white. Why are you fighting? Your skin is white. I know because they're Jewish that they get discriminated against too. So I'm not a fool. I'm not an idiot. And I'm educated. So I know what's going on with different people around the world. Okay? Not just black people, because we're not the only ones that suffer. Yeah, we make a big stink about it. And, it's not right. And we're still suffering to this day. Yes, there is still racism in America. Don't get it twisted. But I know about everybody else, too. And I just don't think it's right that they make those kind of statements. And that is how it is. Like, they really think like that. And if you try to challenge their way of thinking, forget about it. You're not going to win. So it's like, in my opinion, they should have people of color here. Because it's not fair to, give the illusion that you're opening your doors to somebody, opening your doors to somebody's culture. And then the second they get here, you slam the door behind them and you just start in on them with all the stereotypes and everything like that. It's 2013, people. Wake the up. Okay? That excuse you're using, well, we never had black people here before. And what's that supposed to mean? That doesn't mean anything. Like, I could say that too. Like, I haven't had a lot of interactions with people from Finland, but that doesn't mean, if they come up to me and they say something to me, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm not Finnish, so I don't need to know your history or anything like that. I'm not going to make that stand. That's ignorant. Okay? I don't know a lot about, Norwegians, or Icelanders. I don't know about them fools, but if they come up to me and they be like, oh, Tammy, well, whatever, and we've gone through this and this is why, I'm gonna be like, oh, for real? Like, okay, well, tell me about it so like I won't offend you or anything like that. But I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm black and black people suffered through slavery, so I'm too busy focusing on my own troubles. I don't have time to learn about your history and your culture. So if my daughter calls you a name and it's offensive to you, oh well, because she's half black and she needs to know about her own people. So yeah, no, fools.